I went to the movies the other day, and I saw that new what's it called? The movie with the yellow guys with the one eyes. What's it called?
Minions.
The Minions.
Yeah.
And long story short, I got cum all over the back seat. Just don't know how. I just don't know how that happened.
That's super interesting. All right, so the other night I was at Wawa. I was buying a sub. I got into it with a guy, and long story short, my brother just got arrested for being a killer.
That's
pretty direct.
That's pretty scary, actually.
That was pretty direct.
Say it.
So the other day, I was driving, and I went to Taco Bell, and long story short, you can check me out under their Wikipedia.
Yo, so the other day,
So Gino Lexus says, Alfie and Swiss invited me to the zoo. Long story short, you got any bail money?
all right, look. So the other day, I went to Winn-Dixie, bought some Hot Pockets. Long story short, my toilet will never be the same.
Gino Lexus says, she fell on my balls. Long story short, anybody got a good lawyer?
Oh my gosh.
Oh shit!
This might be one of those ones that sticks. It's like the checkout line at the end.
I like it.
So, let's see. I went to the mall to buy a new pair of shoes, and I went to Finish Line to purchase these shoes. And long story short, I need a new car.
Stupid.
Holy shit. Yo, that's funny.
Okay, so I went to work the other day, and I got there 30 minutes late. Long story short, she's pregnant.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
That is a stupidly long story. Like
No,
that's got to be a ridiculously long story.
I just don't know what happened.
I guess that makes sense. I mean, I went to work the other day, and me and my boss got into it, and long story short, his wife left him.
So, actually, it's funny you mentioned work. Like the other day, I was at work. I work in a call center, and I took this one call. And long story short, I have a tattoo of Johnny Depp on my ass.
That's so funny because I was just thinking about tattoos. That's so weird. That's so weird.
Okay, so
Brother Logic.
For
yeah, brother
real.
logic. So I went to the casino on Friday night with a couple of friends from work, and we had a few drinks. Long story short, I have a new house in New York City.
Nice.
That's called wishful thinking.
For real.
That's exactly what that is. So, I was also with him at the casino on a Friday night. Long story short, he owes the casino $34,000.
Nice. So I went to church the other day, and I met this girl,
Oh, God.
and
Literally, oh, God.
yeah, long story short, she's going to need hip replacement surgery.
So direct.
So
direct.
So
You gotta
we
keep
were,
them guessing.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty straightforward, you know. Like for real, like me. I went to Chipotle the other day, and as I was standing in line, I was ordering a burrito. And long story short, I'm gonna be featured in a Nickelodeon cartoon coming up next summer.
That's. I was at the gas station earlier, and my debit card got declined. So long story short, I have 4 kids for sale. They're not mine though.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
All right, so look, I went to the grocery store the other day to buy some toilet paper, which they were out of. Long story short, the fire department didn't get there in time.
Okay, so let's see. I went to the doctor the other day, and the doctor said I had some important news to you. Long story short, am I getting insurance?
Okay.
Gino Lexus said, I voted for Obamacare twice. Long story short, now we got Donald Trump.
So we went to church, prayed for a miracle. Long story short, Donald Trump got elected.
Oh,
That's not good.
damn. That's
It's right on the nose right there.
All right, so I
We
went to
fucking
Hooters
awesome.
the other day, to have some wings, and also had a pitcher of beer. And long story short, the Cavs won the NBA championship.
I can see that happening.
Yeah.
I can totally see that.
Yeah.
That's wishful thinking again. Like, like for instance, like I actually I went to Walgreens the other night. I needed to get fucking toothpaste. I feel like going too far. But long story short, I'm actually going to the moon next weekend.
Congratulations.
Congratulations!
That's awesome. So I went to the bathroom earlier, and they were out of toilet paper. So long story short, she's stuck in the bathroom with a coat hanger hanging out of her asshole.
I could totally get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It escalated so quickly.
Yeah, I could see how that would happen.
Yeah.
I was at an office building. I was at an office building the other day,
What?
and I was talking to the receptionist, and we had a good conversation. Long story short, NSYNC's getting back together.
Nice.
That's a hell of a conversation.
All right, so I
That was a
decided to take a
strong
road trip with my
conversation.
boys. We're gonna go on a road trip to somewhere in the West Coast, and somebody suggested we take the blue pill. And long story short, we're no longer welcomed in the state of Alabama.
Oh,
Oh,
that sucks. Well, we better drive around it. So I
That's
went.
because I'm already not welcome in the state of Alabama.
So I went. I went to bingo the other day,
Bingo.
and I met this really nice older lady named Ethel. And
Ethel.
long story short, I now have a connection for cocaine. So that's great.
That's actually kind of dope.
Yeah,
Literally,
yeah,
like literally.
it's great.
I don't know, man.
I wouldn't expect that from her.
I don't know. I was at work the other day, and I also met an old person, and she seemed pretty nice. And long story short, we're doing a reality version of the Golden Girls.
Oh,
Nice.
fantastic!
that's fucking dope. Yeah, that's pretty dope.
That needs to happen.
Yo, check it out. Like, I went to the mall the other day, and I was in this kind of like one of the those random stores they have sometimes that they really don't got even a specific name. It's had calendars and shit and board games.
Yep.
Like, who does that, right? But long story short, I fucking got to hang out with Elton John and have some beers
Nice.
Nice.
in London.
That's
In
pretty
London.
cool.
It was a turn tea time.
So I was stopped at a red light about maybe 4 hours ago, and I saw Jameis Winston. He was kind of looking at. He's got a dope car.
His car
Long
is
story
nice.
short, he can fit 4 potatoes in his ass. It's pretty
Wow.
incredible.
That is one of the best things.
Wow.
That's one of the best things I
Yeah.
ever heard.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. He was like, "Hey, man, look." I was like, "Okay, dude."
Dude, so I was at Walgreens the other day, right? Just like Bo, I was out there just buying something, and I was down I went down the actual medicine aisle, and long story short, I got into a fight with Mariah Carey.
That sucks. That sucks.
Who won that fight?
She did.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I see. She's got size. She's got some size on her now.
Plus, I'm not gonna hit her.
Yeah. No. Well.
I mean, this is rapey time in America, but
yeah,
there's some stuff you got to pull back on. Physical assault you can't do.
No.
I mean, I guess raping's okay, but physical assault you can't do.
No. Not at all.
Did you not got anything to say?
No, he hasn't said anything. He said he was on his way. He said it's gonna be a little late.
All right, cool.
So long story short,
we just I was just about to say
Long
that.
story short, he'll be here later.
So look, I keep looking at Kevin Love, and he's holding that damn trophy. And long story short, I'm wondering how many asses that trophy's been up.
At least 4 this week. And it's only Wednesday.
Love you.
It's a slow week.
I'm just saying he hasn't had anything to say. Kevin Love's gotten. I feel like Kevin Love would have some.
So I was in Ybor City the other day, and I stopped at McDonald's to get some fries. And long story short, they put tape all around my car, and I had to take a bus home.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it sucks. And they got my gun.
Well, I will tell you this though, this is fucking nuts. So I was at the Walmart down like by South Tampa, like going down that way, and like I was checking out and shit. And well, long story short, I fucking ended up with a kangaroo.
Oh,
he
nice.
fucking read, bro. He fucking read my mind. I
Isn't
was
that
so gonna say
trying
something
to figure
about
out how to get a kangaroo. in
yeah,
there?
I was totally gonna say it, bro. I was like, literally, I was down in Ybor. I was literally down in Ybor the other night. I had a little bit too much to drink. Long story short, the kangaroo knocked out the emu.
Nice. So, I was at a festival recently. Enjoying myself, having a great time. And long story short, my video on Pornhub has hit 1 million viewers.
That's actually pretty interesting.
I believe that can actually happen.
Yeah.
That's plausible.
Let's make that happen.
I'm just saying, man. I picked up my phone the other day, turned on the screen. Long story short, there's porn everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's not really a long story.
Oh, it don't have to be long. Trust me.
Short story.
It's the shortest story ever. Because I feel like if I do it right now, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
How have we stretched this out into this long?
Oh, we can always, that's how it goes, man.
So I went to the gas station to get some gas in my car, and I just wanted to make sure that I had a full tank of gas. And long story short, I need some bail money.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's typical.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
What do you got, Serge?
Let's see.
You got nothing. Got nothing.
I went to the daycare center the other day,
Yeah, you ain't got shit.
and
That's not weird.
yeah, it trust me, it's not. And I met these twins.
Oh, that's super weird.
That's
and,
weirder.
Long story short, I'm starting a circus.
It's actually kind of funny.
Yeah,
That's
I'm gonna
kind of creepy.
sewed them together like
I gotta say, that's kind of weird.
Siamese twins now
So, after hearing Serge's story about seeing Jameis Winston,
with potatoes.
Oh, God.
I decided to Google something. Long story short, the price of potatoes has gone up.
Nice. Gino Lexus says, we celebrated Thanksgiving. Long story short, I beat the shit out of a teen for a PS4 hours later.
That's probably like true.
Because of the...
Facts.
Yep. So,
Speaking of PlayStation 4, we'll get to that later.
so I went to the bathroom earlier and pissed all over the floor. Long story short, I didn't get paid. I didn't think of anything. I was just freestyling that one. Sorry, they all can't be funny.
Yeah, that was awful.
Yeah, it was. That was
But,
bad. I take that one back.
Check this out, though. So, I was actually at McDonald's the other day, and I was sitting there actually eating, and long story short, I now own